Welcome to Purely Prabhupada, Ancient Truths for the Upliftment of the Modern World. My name is Alexis. I'm here with Kamra Devi Dasi, also known as Dr. Karen Silberstein. In our last discussion, you mentioned cow protection. Sometimes the Vedic culture is criticized as sentimental or unrealistic for where they hold the position of the cow, that she's held in such high esteem. Can you give some insights?
Even many people of Indian origin no longer understand the position of the cow, her real value, and the auspiciousness of her presence. In an ideal society, the cow, and then naturally the bull or the ox, hold a central role in localized agriculture and community development. The cow and her offspring, whether the offspring is male or female, are never to be killed. They're taken as family members, and when they can no longer work or produce, they're maintained safely until they die naturally. The cow gives milk, so she's seen as mother, and the bull or the ox works the field, so he's seen as father because he's the provider. A community that's based on protecting the cows and the bulls and using them properly enjoys great benefit economically, health-wise, and spiritually.
That's really inspiring. Can you tell us more?
Well, if we start by looking at milk, if we get milk fresh from the milk bag of the cow, it has benefits that are not known to modern scientists and nutritionists. According to the Vedic wisdom, milk fresh from the milk bag of the cow contains principles that nourish the finer tissues of the brain for higher spiritual understanding. If we look at the ghee or the clarified butter that's produced from that milk, that's not only used for cooking. That's used very specifically in the ceremony called Agnihotra that's popular still today. The ghee is placed into a ceremonial fire as an offering to invoke auspiciousness and blessings on different occasions. I've done a lot of studies on manure, cow manure, as opposed to garden compost in the maintenance of soil nutrition and structure over many years. And the cow manure definitely comes out very superior, even to the best garden compost in all regards. So even if a cow or bull is not otherwise productive, just harvesting and using that manure really increases the health of the soil. Cow manure has natural antiseptic properties, and if it's dried, it's considered a very excellent cooking fuel. And so to continue, if we use the oxen to till the land and plant crops and so on, that's labor intensive. You can't do hundreds of acres in one day the way modern farming techniques do. It requires a lot of manpower. So people are kept employed, they're kept physically fit, and it enables people to work close to home and not to have to commute. When the oxen work the land, the soil is naturally loosened up. It's not like using modern farm equipment that compacts the soil. When the soil is compacted, it can't accept moisture. It doesn't have an airflow. So using the oxen to work the soil keeps the soil very healthy also. And even medicinally, according to the original system of medicine called Ayurveda, the cow manure and the cow urine have some major health benefits.
Those are some amazing insights. You don't hear about these things. We do hear about the modern dairy industry where the cow is generally seen only as a means for profit, with very little or no concern for her actual well being. Some people feel that veganism is the only solution. Can you comment?
Actually, more meat comes from the dairy industry than from the beef industry. Cows who no longer produce well, and almost all the male offspring are slaughtered. The milk that is produced is generally adulterated, and it's no longer a perfect food or even recognizable as food by the human body. I don't see that the answer to these atrocities is veganism, and that's supported by the Vedic literatures. It's more important to learn about the proper role of the cow and the bull, and then applying that knowledge practically according to one's ability. If one then chooses to follow a vegan lifestyle with full knowledge of what is ideal, for ethical reasons, for lack of a pure source of dairy, for health concerns, that's different from disclaiming the value of the cow or the bull out of ignorance. For example, saying that to have the bull work the field is abusive, or that cow milk is not suitable or necessary food for human nutrition.
Yeah, I've heard that claim.
I spent many years caring for protected cows and training and working oxen. I know personally that those oxen like to work. They like to flex their muscles. They like to show their strength, like any man. They like to work like that. And they would come running to me when they saw me, even if they were in an open field of the best grass possible. I know that the cows like to be milked and that they give more milk than any calf could drink and stay healthy. It's actually unsafe for a calf to drink too much milk. If we're looking at abuses, then would it be more abusive, or is it more abusive to look at how we're drilling the earth for petrochemicals to run large farm equipment, or how we're condemning people to a life in the factories to build that equipment when they could be living a simple, holistic life on the farm, on the land, living healthily?
I can definitely agree with that. So, how can people apply the principles of cow protection in their own lives? Cow protection and working the oxen seem a little unrealistic in the modern world.
At least to start, people can develop an awareness of the role of the cow and the bull, and they can stop eating their flesh. They can stop the hypocrisy of rescuing dogs and cats and trying to save whales and dolphins while eating the flesh of mother cow and father bull. If we look to a greater picture, it is essential to develop small, sustainable working communities and villages where the member families have common goal and can work cooperatively towards that. We hardly see this type community in the Western world, but that doesn't mean that it's impossible to develop it. In Vedic times, in the history of Greater India, a main determination of wealth was the number of cows that a person possessed, and cow protection on its own generates wealth and abundance. If people develop the awareness of the importance of the cow and the bull and apply these principles in their lives, whatever their circumstances are, then society will see great benefit.
Some people assume that village living, rural living, with less modern convenience to be a step backwards.
The modern world, with all its amenities, has stepped further away from God. That's the step backwards. So simple rural living, according to God's laws, naturally rekindles awareness of God. So it's a step forward when we look at it according to a different paradigm, that the goal of human life is to reawaken our dormant love of Godhead. If we look at modern conveniences, it's not that they're condemned, even in a village life, even in rural life. They can be utilized. There can be businesses, there can be private enterprises, there's no problem. But the focus will much more naturally come to God if there's an environment that's more aligned with the creation and the Creator.
Earlier, you were saying that people should stop eating the flesh of cows. Are you advocating that the whole world become vegetarian?
No, not at all. Just stop killing the cow and the bull. If you want to have meat or leather, wait for that cow or bull to die naturally, or eat some animal of lesser importance. The most sinful thing is to get your food from the slaughterhouse. So participation in the slaughter industry has to be avoided. Of course, if one wants to be able to offer food to Lord Sri Krishna for blessings and sanctification, then there does have to be a commitment to vegetarianism, because Krishna only accepts vegetarian foodstuffs.
If there are animals of greater or lesser importance, as you mentioned, how does this relate to karma?
I heard some speculation some time back that there was less karma, less reaction to killing one large animal, like a cow or a bull, and feeding many people, than there would be to kill many small animals. However, this isn't true at all. The cow is so valuable that anyone involved at all in meat eating, the person who raises the cow or the bull, the person who slaughters it, transports it, sells it, prepares it, eats it, everybody's implicated. And it's not just a life for a life, as it is with other animals of lesser importance. With a cow, there are many births that have to be suffered for every hair on the body of that slaughtered cow or bull. So cow slaughter is implicated in wars. It's implicated in people's inability to be able to hear about God. It's especially implicated in abortion. The cow is the mother. If we kill the mother, then the mother kills us, birth after birth, never to see the light of day. That is abortion. Abortion is seen as an issue of its own in this world, pro-life, pro-choice, but it's not an issue on its own. It's a symptom of a godless society, a society that's based on cow killing.
Wow, that's really powerful information. There are different charities that support protected herds and organizations that provide nonviolent milk, even some societies that rescue neglected and abused cows, especially in India. What's their value?
They have some value if people become educated and inspired in proper cow protection by their participation in these charities or organizations. But the complete picture, how to implement cow protection, utilize the bulls and the oxen, use the manure, and so on, the other points that we discussed previously, that can only be shown by practical example. And for that, there have to be rural communities and functioning villages.
You had mentioned the spiritual benefits of cow protection. In Vedic India, the cow is referred to as sacred. Besides the ceremony of Agnihotra, where the ghee is put into the fire for inviting auspiciousness, are there other spiritual benefits?
It's not some archaic or sentimental belief about the sacredness of the cow. Anyone from India knows that the demigods, or the controlling deities of this world, reside in the body of the cow. But beyond that, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in his original form, cares for cows. It's not only as an example for humankind, but it's the Supreme Lord's personal preference to live in that way and be surrounded by the cows and the bulls. The cow is Krishna's favorite animal, and when we care nicely for the cows and the bulls, then Krishna is personally pleased and gives great benedictions.
Thank you so much for joining us. This concludes our introductory series to Purely Prabhupada. We invite you to submit your questions at purelyprabhupada.com. We will attempt to answer them in future presentations. For complete understanding, please read the literatures written by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, available on our website, purelyprabhupada.com.
If you are interested in the subject matter of this video and would like to learn more, please visit purelyprabhupada.com. Ancient Truths for the Upliftment of the Modern World.